My name is Marianne McGuire, and about 30 years ago I was recognized by His Eminence, the Chagdatuku Rinpoche, as the incarnation of Yeshe. I was born and raised right in the beginning of World War II. I have one foot sort of in the baby boomer generation and the other foot in the World War II generation. So a lot of my metaphors come from that era and from the fact that I was raised in the Roman Catholic Church. My family was quite devout insofar as we never missed a Mass, we always ate fish on Friday, and that was about it. There was a lot of candlelight, dancing shadows, and incense, and that's created a sense of mystery, I guess, to me. I had left the Catholic Church after a divorce, and when I was in the Episcopal Church, I was now a single woman, trying to find my way in the 1970s, trying to explore a whole new terrain, exciting, liberating, freedom, which has a price. What I was going to learn over the next 50 years of my life was that home wasn't in a building somewhere. And as I got into my spiritual studies, I was taught to open up to myself. And the more I did that, the more I found the road home. During these years, between my graduation from seminary and my ministry here in the Valley, I met Chagdatuku Rinpoche. The synchronicity of the events that led up to that were amazing. After that, it continued in intensity. It was right up in those hills behind us. He was leading a retreat. He said, "I'll teach you the truth." In Tibetan, Sanskrit word, truth, Dharma. This Dharma that Rinpoche hooked me with. Within minutes of meeting you, I will teach you Dharma. Did it sound, was it like it's audacious? Who could ever make such a comment? But there was no question. I knew he had the truth, and I knew whatever he had, I needed. And I stayed up there for the next week and went on retreat with him. And that's how it's been for the last 30 years since I met the Nyingmas, which are a sect of Tibetan Buddhists. As it turned out, Chagdatuku's mother was a living incarnation of Yeshe. He recognized me as his mother. Well, it would take a number of years for me to understand in a Western context what that meant. So, was it a problem that I was this Christian minister and now I was taking all these Buddhist teachings and I was still preaching in Christian churches and I was having Buddhist retreat? No, it didn't bother me at all. I thought it all just came together like two hands in prayer. These were extraordinary beings who took birth to change the world, to bring into the world at that particular time a new way of looking at things. And they become part of us on a conscious level. They're not just asleep inside of us. We're waking up. We're waking them up. This is called awakening. It's part of the enlightenment process. You kind of awaken like that. You're in the midnight darkness and there's this pre-dawn gray light, and then it gets lighter and it gets lighter and it gets lighter. It is a time today, it is relevant. These termas, these teachings of truth, these ancient understandings of truth are emerging. And as they emerge and as we hear them, we evolve. We evolve to higher levels of consciousness.